Here's what's really interesting. When you said it starts with outcome, there's a lot of ways you can do work back, right? If this is the outcome, how do I work back at there? And there's a million different ways that you could work back and then get to that outcome. All three levels that you went through, from empathy to trust and on down, had a very much, you talk about an emotionally charged, the bottom level, an emotionally charged where you're showing up, right? All three of these levels are completely full of emotion, right? Empathy and trust, and then these emotionally charged moments here. So, am I to take away from this that the champion growth model, even in the hardest core B2B environments, right, is all about B2C and B2B? Is it all about the emotional connection with the customer from the company? Is that what my takeaway should be?
I would say this, right? Anybody who has worked with me or for me will know that I say this probably way more than I should, right? Which is data matters, but emotions matter more. So you always need the objective pieces of the data, right? That is what is going to frame out and satisfy the core KPIs, right? The checkbox components. Without that, it's almost, how we think about people who stay at work, right? If you don't compensate them just basically fairly and you don't treat them well, then nothing else matters. But if you compensate them fairly, even if they're not getting like the top end salary, if you compensate them failure, you've checked out the box. Now it's all about how are you helping me grow? What's my community like? So those KPIs, the database piece is the table stakes. The differentiation, how you get to champions is through emotion. It's about connection. 100%, in my opinion. I'd love for anyone who has a different point of view, I'd love to have a robust conversation